Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Nick Alberici here with Week 6 NFL picks and predictions. Solo this week again, so should be a little bit of a quicker pace type of video. It's fun and not fun because some people like when I had the guests on. So I'll obviously do that again this year. Maybe we're not just with them, but other guys. So let's jump right into it. Let's jump right into it. So. Already week 6. I say this every week already, already this, already that, but it's going by fast, man. So here we go. So tomorrow night, we're going to start off with Commanders at Bears. It's a pick 'em, even. Over-under is only 38.5. Man, what a bad game. What a bad game. Commanders coming off that tough loss at the goal line, throwing a pick right there. And the Bears losing to us. I'll get into that more later, but I'm going to take the Bears here. They're home. The Commanders stink. I'm going to give the Ivan Montgomery in fantasy tomorrow, so I think he should be able to do all right against them. I'm going to take the Bears here. I'm going to go a little bit of a weird score because every time Washington plays, it's like weird scores. It seems like, but I'm going to say 19-16 Bears. It's just that type of game. Not going to be fun. Not going to be fun, but it's football and I'll watch it because it's football. So, all right. On the Sunday, 49ers, Falcons. San Fran is 5.5. Over under is 44. I'm going to take the Niners on the road. Atlanta, they're 2-3, but they're playing sneaky decent football right now. Sneaky decent football. But I think the Niners here, just their defense is, you know what I mean? They're doing great right now. I'll take the Niners by 7 on the road though. I'll take them 27-20. The Falcons are gonna give them a little bit of run for the money. They're gonna give them a little bit of run for their money, but Niners should win that. Patriots, Browns, Cleveland is 3 at home. Over under is 43. I was thinking this line would maybe be 4.5. You know what I mean? I don't know. Because I think Zappy's starting again. But they're against the Lions last week, they dominated them, but that was one game. I'm still gonna take Cleveland though. It's just the Brissett stinks. I know, but they gotta win. I mean, they can't. Going 2-4 is not good. 3-3 to keep pace in that division is all right, but 2-4, and the Patriots are just they have no shot over there winning that division. So I just think they're fighting for a wild card, but it's gonna be tough for them this year. But give me the Browns by 6. 23-17 is gonna be that type of game. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I feel good about the Browns this week though. Back-to-back home games is another thing, and yeah. Jets, Packers, Green Bay 7, over under is 45.5. Man, that was big last week. The Packers losing that shit to the Giants. That was big for us. That was big. But I think here they bounce back. But it's gonna be cool. I think it's gonna be. I don't think they cover the spread though. The Jets are pretty decent, man. They're a pretty decent team. I'm gonna take Green Bay here by 4. It's 28-24. I don't think this Green Bay offense is not the same. I don't understand why people still continue to think they're good. They're not good. They're not a good team. But they're only going to win by 4. And I think the following week, I think they play Buffalo or some shit. No, Washington and Buffalo. Once they go to Buffalo, see really how good Aaron Rodgers really is. So, but give me them here this week. So, oh boy. Jaguars, Colts, Indy's 1.5 at home. Over under is 42. I'll take the Colts, but I'm not sure who's going to win this shit. I'll just take the Colts. Give me the Colts by a field goal. It's 23-20. It's both of these teams are weird. They can't. The Colts couldn't move the ball last week. The Jaguars couldn't do shit against Houston. So it's like, what do you expect? This is the game. Is the what do you expect type of game. Um, it's Matt Ryan. I mean, he's 1 foot's out the door already. I don't know about Jonathan Taylor's health. I think he's playing. I'm not sure. But they're all nicked up over there. But I think they're home, so I'll give them the advantage on that. If it was in Jacksonville, which it already was, and they fucking lost, but if this was in Jacksonville, which is say if it was, then I'd be picking the Jags. But it's in Indy. Next game, Vikes at Dolphins. Minnesota's 3.5, over under 45. Oh man, last week was another close fucking game. I don't understand it every week, no matter what it is, but we're getting the win. So, like I said, I don't care how we win the games. If we just fucking get wins, that's all that matters. It doesn't matter if you win by a fucking point. It doesn't matter if you win by 35. It just wins. This line though, you would think it'd be more because Bridgewater's the backup and Tua is out. It's gonna be Skylar Thompson. You would think it'd be more than 3.5, but I guess. It'll move before the game. I think before the game it'll be 4.5, 5. But Minnesota is on the road, and if this was in Minnesota, it'd be 6.5. They're on the road. It's before their bye week. Vikings are going to win this game, yes. But I just think the line's low because Tyreek Hill, like one guy makes a fucking difference on the team. You know what I mean? I don't understand it. Like. But Green Bay, if they're down here, Green Bay would be 7. It's just the hate on the Vikings is like crazy. It's crazy. But I think if you just let them force the ball to Tyreek Hill, it's a double team. I'm not scared of Waddle. And the Miami's defense is just nicked up right now. It got like nobody. Howard might play. Jones is out. So Jefferson should have a field day against these clowns. So I'm just saying. Their offense isn't bad, but their defense won't be able to keep up. So, as of right now, I'm going to say it's going to be 33-21 Vikes. It's that type of game where Vikings will win by 12. But every week I say this, and they'll end up winning by 6. So, but a win's a win. I'll take whatever wins I can get now. I'm going to the bye week strong. And there you have it. Vikes by 12. Next game, Bengals Saints. Cincy's 1.5, over-under's 43. Very tough game to choose. But you know what? I'm actually going to go Saints here at home. It's really tough, man. The Bengals haven't looked good this year. They have not looked good at all. I'm just going to pick the Saints because it's home and that defense. I think Burrow could have some struggles over there. It's only going to be a one-possession game, like all these games have been so far, I think, besides the Vikings and besides men so far. It's the only game I have not one possession. But I'm going to take the Saints here by 5. I think it's going to be, it's 5. I guess it was scored by 5. I'm just thinking, I'll just say 29-24. I don't know. I think it's that type of game. Reason why 29 is because, field goals and shit. But 29-24, I think the Saints, at home. I just think the Bengals is just something missing over there. They need something else. So, give me the Saints. Ravens, Giants. Baltimore is 5 on the road. Over under 45. Yeah, I'll take Baltimore here. The Giants just can't keep winning. They'll die out throughout the year, but Lamar, they pulled it out last week, but over here he should win by, I think they win by 10 at 31-21. It's their second time heading to MetLife Stadium this year. They beat the Jets, and now they're going to go 2-0 over there. So there we go. Well, there's 2 games. I'm not going to do 2 locks of the week. I'm just going to go 1 this week, but these next 2 games they're locks for anybody. But I'm going to go, I'm going to make it a little bit tougher of a lock, but I'm going to take the Buccaneers at the Steelers as my lock this week because Tampa's 8, over under 44. Tom Brady's not going to lose the Pickett. I think the Buccaneers win by 2 touchdowns. I think it's going to be 28-14. and just the Steelers right now, they're just, at this point, they might want to lean towards tanking towards one of the top picks. Although right now they probably have a top 5 pick, but still, what's the point of winning when you're going to be 1-5? So I'm going to take Tom Brady as the lock of the week this week. In that, all right, on to the 4 o'clock window. Panthers at Rams. LA's 10.5. As I said, this could be a lock of the week candidate too. 41.5 is the over/under. Rams are going to win this year by, I think it's going to be a blowout because PJ Walker is just, I saw reports Mayfield could play, but then it happened. Why rushing back is to get hurt even more by Aaron Donald. Think about that. I'm going to say 31-13. As Mike, who was in the video last week, he'll be watching this. I know you will. He don't like Matt Rule. He's so happy he's fired. As soon as it happened the other day, like moments after that shit happened, he sent me a text and said, "You like that?" I said, "Oh yeah." I said, "I knew you called it." So I forget the name. Was it Wilkes or something? One of those guys is taking over as their head coach, and they fired a defensive coordinator. So they're a mess right now. They might want to do the same things the Steelers are doing, tanking for that top 5 pick. So Rams here, 31-13. Next game, Cardinals Seahawks. Arizona's 3, over/unders 50.5. Tough game. Arizona, Kyler Murray stinks. Arizona's not a bad team, but Kyler sucks. He folded last week, but give me Arizona. I'm going to take Arizona by a TD at 31-24. Seattle's not playing too bad of football, but I think they're not going to win this game at home. They won, I don't think, you know what I mean? It's just, so give me Cardinals. Should be a decent game for the 4 o'clock window, but this game right here is going to top everyone. Bills at Chiefs. Buffalo's 3, over/unders 54. And for the first time in his career, Patrick Mahomes is an underdog at home. I like Buffalo. Kansas City looked like shit last week, man. And they needed the refs to bail them out in the second half. And Kelsey carried. And I don't think this week, Kelsey's going to do that again. And I just think if KC plays anywhere like they did, they'll get steamrolled. But I think it's still going to be a 1-score game. I'm going to still pick 34-31 Bills. It's just, Allen, it's a good game. Every time these two teams play, it's fantastic showdowns between arguably the 2 best quarterbacks in the league now. Brady's still up there, but he's basically, he's got 1.5 feet out the door. So, Allen, Mahomes, I think stat-wise, Mahomes is going to have the better game stat-wise. It's because it's Mahomes, and but I just think the Bills will win. It's whatever defense steps up, and I like the Bills here a little bit more. So, if I had to say this game can end in a tie, man, I wouldn't be surprised if it went overtime and then a tie because these two teams are. But I think Buffalo is just out for blood from what happened last year, and that terrible loss they had. But it's gonna be a great game and great ending. Cowboys, Eagles. Philly 6, over/unders 42. Well, at first coming into the week, I liked Dallas on Monday and Sunday night Monday. I liked Dallas, but now Eagles are 6 at home. I'll take the Eagles, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Cowboys won. And I mean, it's a divisional game. I think when the Eagles go to Dallas, though, Dallas will win because they always split. But still wouldn't be surprised if Dallas wins here. I just think, just the Eagles are home, but they're going to be 6-0. And to be honest with you, I just think it's unrealistic how they're 6-0. It's just it's crazy. I just think because if they play Buffalo, the Bills will destroy the Eagles. So, but give me the Eagles. I'm only going to take them by. I don't think they're going to cover. I'm going to take them by 4, 27-23 Eagles. But again, I won't be surprised if Dallas wins. It's just that type of game. So we'll see what happens. But at least it's a decent. So last two Sunday night games have been good divisional games. So Monday Night Football, Broncos, Chargers. Chargers are 5 at home. Over-unders 45.5. Chargers should win. Hopefully Keenan Allen plays. I haven't had him in fantasy since week fucking 1. Don't understand him. Broncos are just not good, man. They just are not good. Connor, who's in the video last week, he said that Russell Wilson's washed. I mean, he's on pace for that way. I mean, him and Cousins came out of the same fucking draft. There are only 2 guys left. And look at that shit. Like, Cousins is still going. And, like, people laugh at Cousins, man. But you know what? If you go through all the NFL teams, he's better than, he's top 10 quarterback by far. So, but Chargers will win here. I think Chargers win by like 10 points at 27-17. So it still should be a decent Monday night game though. So, and there you have it. And the teams on a bye week. We start buys this week. Are the Lions, Titans, Raiders, and Texans are on buys. So that's your bye weeks this week, and that's your predictions this week. So, yeah, man. So it should be, another solid week of games. It should be, especially that Bills Kansas City game. Any week solid when, in my opinion, when the Vikings get a win, no matter how they get it. So, and when I win in fantasy, even if I lose in the league and win in the league like I've done last week, it's still a solid week. At least I won in one league. So, so I got. Next week I'll be back again, obviously, and I got not much to say. Enjoy the games, Skol Vikes, and hopefully I'm coming back here next week. We're 5-1 going into the bye week. All right, guys. See you next week.